It was long after the passing of the second shadow, when dragons ruled the twilight sky and the stars were bright and numerous, that humankind began to thirst again for dominion over nature. Their weapon was industry, and they wielded it with confidence. One by one, the mysteries of light and darkness fell before the engines of progress. Whole nations came to believe that nothing lay beyond the power of their own arrogance. Competition was fierce in those productive days. Skilled labor became a valuable commodity, and so the tradespeople of the land banded themselves together to promote their common interests and to protect their secrets. These professional societies swelled in power as their membership grew. A few, such as the blacksmiths and the clerics, acquired vast territories with private armies to defend them. Thus began the age of the great guilds, vast city-states devoted to the absolute control of knowledge, held together by stern traditions of pride and of fear. Within the span of a few lifetimes, the commerce of the world was in their hands. But not all of the guilds were equally ambitious. The spinners of thread and weavers of fabric wished only to pursue their labor without interference. They did not involve themselves in the politics of the day and left the administration of taxes and wars to others. So the Guild of Weavers never attained the prominence of the shepherds or the glassmakers. Their number was small, for their strict rules forbade membership to any but the child of a member. Marriage outside the guild was discouraged and eventually outlawed. Outsiders regarded the weavers' ingrown society with distaste, yet their customs were not without benefit. The natural talents of their membership were nurtured and purified, generation after generation, until the greatest among them wove fabrics of such extraordinary beauty that the whole world wondered at their achievements. Goods bearing the seal of the guild commanded a premium price, and the weavers amassed considerable wealth in this period, which they quietly hoarded. Like the other guilds, the weavers had evolved a philosophy of living based on the tools and terminology of their handiwork. They beheld in their great frames of wood and metal a symbol of universal truth, and found ways to work subtle patterns of influence into the fabrics they wove. The cloth of the guild soon became known for virtues other than mere beauty. Certain weaves seemed to possess remarkable powers of healing. Others held a charm against ill fortune. In the fullness of time, the art of the weavers transcended the limits of physical cloth. They abandoned the flax and dyes of their ancestors to wield the very stuff of light and music, and spun new patterns directly in the fabric of reality. The ignorant looked upon these works with fear and called them witchcraft. Many of the guild were persecuted. A few were hanged. To protect their heritage, the weavers expended a small fraction of their wealth to purchase a rocky island off the mainland coast. They packed up their spindles and skeins and shuttles and retreated from the company of men to refine their arts in solitude. Many wars and plagues followed. Mighty guilds fell into ruin. Others rose to surpass them. The exhausted world all but forgot the humble guild of weavers, and few found reason to visit their home, an island of mystery, shrouded in perpetual mist, shunned by sailors, which ancient maps call Loom.
Lady Signa, bless you, child. Out of bed so soon? What brings you?
I wish an audience with the elders.
Look at you, pale as lace, and your hands trembling. Sit down. The idea of coming this way alone. You wouldn't be up and about if I was still midwifing. You can be sure of that. Now, what's this you say? An audience?
I must speak to them, the elders, at once.
The elders? I see. Concerning?
A matter of importance. Please, Hedgel.
An audience? Oh, my. Wait here. Old Hedgel will get you in.
I do not remember summoning you, Hedgel.
Oh, forgive me, Elder Atropos. Lady Signa is in the antechamber. She desires an audience.
Now? So late in the afternoon?
The girl is not yet recovered, Your Reverence, yet she comes alone.
I will speak.
Signa.
Elders, hear me. I cannot remain silent.
That much is obvious.
Lady Signa, we are grieved to hear of your loss.
Do not grieve on my account, Elder. Save your sympathy for the rest of the guild.
I am not aware that our guild is in need of sympathy.
How many more babies must die before the guild will earn your condolences?
That is no way to address an elder, young woman.
Is it not? Then give me the words, Elder Lachesis. Tell me how to express my anger.
Anger does not become you. Calm yourself, child. Tell us what it is that troubles you so.
Our seed is barren, Elder Clothos. We have lived under the rules of membership too long. Most of our children are born dead. Many that survive are monsters beyond hope. Our numbers are failing. Less than a score of us remain. And all in the name of rules written in ignorance, obsolete 1,000 years.
The same rules that distilled our not inconsiderable talent.
What purpose will our talent serve when there is no one left to practice it?
The same purpose it serves now, Signa. The fulfillment of the pattern. That is our only purpose.
You speak of the pattern as if it were our master. But the long tapestry speaks of a time when we were the masters. Please, elders, there is power in the loom.
So, it is power you seek.
What would you have us do with this power?
Use it. I beg you, Elder Clothos. Use the loom to end our suffering and bring life and health to our children. The changes in the pattern would be trivial. Any one of us could work the thread. All we lack is courage.
Do you make this request on behalf of the guild? Or on your own behalf?
Both.
Signa, it is true. The great loom holds the power you seek. It is also true that our ancestors wielded this power freely. It may be that they understood the pattern better than we, or perhaps the threads were easier to grasp in those simpler times. It does not matter. We dare not tamper with the pattern now. Its subtleties have passed beyond our understanding. It is all we can do to observe our destiny in its fulfillment.
You ask for a miracle, Signa, but we are not gods. We are interpreters.
Interpreters? You are nothing but caretakers. How can you squander the heritage our ancestors gave their lives to preserve? Your pious hand-wringing mocks their devotion. Who are the weavers now, and who are the woven?
Enough! I have tolerated your hysteria out of sympathy for your bereavement, but I cannot allow you to utter blasphemy in the presence of the Loom itself. You will return to your tent and forget that this conversation ever occurred. If I hear of it again outside this chamber, you will suffer the penalty prescribed to all who defy the will of the elders. Must I specify that penalty?
No, Elder Atropos.
Then go. And do not judge us, Signa. Only the pattern may judge.